Hey guys, episode 3 of The Bachelor is out.
To even hear the word bully scares me.
Let's watch it together. There are 18 women left to vie for Joey's heart, and our host walks in with a date card. So Maria and Sydney, who had beef,
I'm just gonna be honest, Maria is annoying.
are going on the group date together.
Sydney, Maria.
Mrs. Right just means the perfect person for me. We fit together and there's something about it that just feels right.
I'm sorry, but in certain lighting, his eyes look so jaundiced. Oh my god, what if he's going through organ failure and he's actually just trying to find an organ transplant? No! His perfect match. Wait, this is Mrs. Right.
We fit together and there's something about it that just feels right.
The girls will be participating in a Mrs. Right pageant hosted by Golden Bachelor alumni.
Otherwise known as the Askin' Ladies.
And if you're asking, we're telling.
Like any important pageant, there is a Q&A section.
It's now time for the all-important question and answer challenge.
He's just gonna ask him, do you have a healthy liver? How often do you drink? Mrs. Right would preferably have the blood type O. The Q&A section is a thinly veiled attempt to ask the girls some interesting questions.
How do you spice things up if things aren't, well, working quite the same?
Hey!
Don't worry, I have a boner for a universal donor.
To have a fun connection regardless, and then we'll add some things in if we have to.
I feel like using my body.
Well, Lindsay, could you use it over there? I'm trying to grow.
These ladies do not hold back with their questions.
Have you ever faked it?
I indeed have had to fake
I
it.
just want everyone to know Sydney admitted to faking it. So I'll just leave it at that.
She's acting like she committed treason.
Sudden death among healthy working-age people worldwide is skyrocketing.
You and Joey are trapped in an elevator. What happens next?
Don't worry, Joey. I've watched Bear Grylls' worst case scenario show. We each immediately lay on our stomachs, evenly dispersing our bodies across the surface area of the bottom of the elevator. And then we call 911, bodies still laying flat on the floor. It's time for the talent show portion of the pageant, and someone makes it clear that they are not impressed. In fact, they make it clear that they can do much, much better.
The girls are trying their best, but I have been in pageants before. So I'm like, what is happening right now?
So all the other lay people, I mean girls, have never been in the industry like me.
Maria's not my cup of tea. My energy's on Joey.
It is time for us to witness the finesse of someone with years in pageantry.
R-I-G-H-T, Mrs. Right, that's me. R-I-G-H-T, Mrs. Right, that's me.
What is with the editing on this one? They're flaming her with the editing. Boom, 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 boom.
That was hilarious.
What you didn't see was every time Sydney clapped, somebody had a spontaneous heart attack.
L-O-V-E, Joey is the one for me. Everybody.
Lexi's talent requires a volunteer from the audience.
I am the world's best kisser.
You're doing your talent and you're kissing him. You're killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, she's min-maxing The Bachelor. The judges and Joey deliberate over the results of the pageant.
Lexi!
It was out of her comfort zone and that's what today was.
I feel like the entire panel of judges should actually kiss her in order to decide objectively whether or not she is the best kisser. That's fair. We find out that some of the women don't feel it was fair for Lexi to win the talent show with her kiss.
At the end of the day, this was a talent show, right? Like,
There's more levels than just the talent. If
no,
that's
I
what
get
you're asking.
it. I mean, if it was a kissing contest, I would have loved that better.
She's like, bro, I literally pulled some G's during my talent. So I tore my ACL during my talent. Production must have told Joey that there's some drama going on because he approaches Medina and says, hey, if you need to tell me anything, I'm all ears.
I wanted to see if there's anything in particular that's going on, something that you wanted to share.
My parents after checking my search history. So I see something about wicked whims. Here's a quick recap of the drama. Medina told the girls that she's insecure about her age. Maria was overheard talking to another girl about how she thought this was kind of silly. The girl who overheard this was Sydney, who considers herself Medina's friend.
One of the girls came up to me and was like mad that I wouldn't tell her who told me that she said the comment about like she's not even that old.
If I were him, I would be disassociating right now. Hey, can you draw that on paper real quick? Maybe like Google Jamboard this shit because I'm getting lost.
You know, if I had to describe it, I felt like I was being bullied.
Medina did use the word bully, and I hope it's nothing.
I think you're right about him disassociating because the word that stuck was bully. He just left with the word bully. Bully. Medina doesn't drop any names during her conversation, so Joey approaches the women and lets them know he's not okay with any drama in the house.
I'm not someone that loves drama, but I have heard stuff tonight.
And you can kind of guess how this blows over after Joey leaves the room. Medina and Maria have a back and forth where Medina says, look, I told him I felt bullied, but I didn't say by who.
Can you just explain to me how you might have felt bullied?
Sydney interjects out of nowhere and says, I felt bullied too, guys.
I also felt bullied as well.
Nobody asked.
And Sydney, Missy Troublemaker, needs to stop. Stop. While you're in your tracks, stop.
Her saying Sydney Missy Troublemaker, it's over. Once she gave her a little nickname, it's over. This conversation goes on for a bit, and then Sydney does this thing where she tries to get the girls to rally in her defense.
I'm done feeling attacked tonight. I'm gonna head out if anyone wants to join me. I'm just done being in this negative environment.
If anybody wants to join the Rebel Alliance, hop in. We're saving the world.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on. Perfect.
Joey and Jen are going on a romantic one-on-one beach date.
Is now a good time to tell you that I'm terrified of sharks?
There we go. This is the stuff I need to start hearing.
Joey's like, today I've organized a shark attack at around 3 p.m. and I want to see how Jen will react to this obstacle.
I've always just been really scared of the ocean.
This could be a glimpse into our future for me and Jen, you know? In a bus, maybe some kids in the back.
They're like, so what do you like about Jen? Well, she loves the ocean, she loves surfing, and she's not afraid of sharks. She's my little beach girl. And what would a beach date be without rolling in the sand in your wetsuits together? If kissing women in scenic locations is a crime, lock this man up. This man's doing 10 years. He's life. He's a lifer.
I left today truthfully feeling some butterflies. I did.
I love using butterflies as a metric. I experienced level 10 butterflies today. Joey and Jen end the night with dinner, and she opens up about her family.
My dad, he ended up like sleeping in the basement for like 6 years.
I swear this man puts truth serum in his mouth and then kisses the women and exposes them to the truth serum, and then immediately telling him their deepest, darkest secrets. I'm scared to die alone. Joey takes Jen outside for a surprise.
That's my name.
What if he used that to dump her? Will you pack your bags? The next day, Joey takes 8 girls on a group date where they compete in a tennis tournament.
I do want to let you know that I did invite some tennis legends to be here today.
Oh my god, Mike from Wii Sports. You know the toughest Wii Sports character? Matt. Matt has caused a lot of complex PTSD in kids who owned Wii Sports. I hope instead of launching an influencer career, at least 1 or 2 of these girls launches a tennis career. You know, it'd be cool if he got rid of all of the girls that lost. It's like a gladiator style event. Yeah, like, okay, so today 20 girls will be leaving. My offspring must be good at tennis. Evelyn and Kelsey showcase some impressive tennis skills and win the tournament. And at the after party, Joey pulls aside a few girls to get to know them better.
But a lot of qualities I see in you remain me of my dad.
What's your dad like?
And he has such a gentleness to him that I see in you.
Can your dad kiss like this? Sorry.
Does that feel a little bit better?
He literally had to bring the tennis racket and be like, babe, please show me what you were doing out just gotta make sure it wasn't a fluke. You're such a natural. Yeah. Could you recreate the swing that you from the 3rd game, the 2nd serve? The exact torque and angle. Daisy asks Joey if he has any questions about her cochlear implant.
Do you want to touch it?
I do. Can I, you just take it off?
It's beeping in her ears so loud right now. Ready for device connecting. She got the off-brand. Oh, so I got my cochlear implant from Temu. Joey gives Caitlin the rose at the end of the group date. Meanwhile, at the mansion, Sydney is concocting a plan to get rid of Maria. And this is funny because Maria and Medina, the two people at the root of the drama, have already reconciled.
I'm not one to like tattle. Like that's not me. But it's to the point where it's like crossing the line.
I'm not a tattletale, but I am going to tattle.
I am not the drama. I am not the person that is the mean girl.
I am not the drama, but I'll sure as hell stoke the flame. Sydney acts like she's fighting a battle for Medina, but Medina's already friends again with Maria. The next day, the girls are surprised by a pool party that is definitely sponsored by KFC. This is how people on Survivor react to the food, to a bowl of rice. And you know what we all want to do right after eating KFC. Pool party! Joey only has time to talk to a few girls before Sydney initiates her tattletale protocol.
I became Maria's target. She like verbally attacked me and I just sat there and held my composure.
Yeah, I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. I don't want to be
Somebody like what? Explain
a catty
yourself.
person. I have to walk away from the situation.
Oh my God, I feel so weird about you. You're so weird.
Sydney, you are gonna be packing up, Miss Girl. What is it, Miss Trouble Starter? That's like a My Little Pony name.
My little pony, my little...
I am shocked. I'm worried. I'm upset.
Joey realizing he's not gonna get to make out with Maria. Shit!
But
The smirk afterwards. Me when I ruin another contestant's chances completely of moving forward on some unfounded drama. What she did is she antagonized Maria to the point of Maria saying a couple words. She's doing an emotional, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. Joey pulls aside Maria to hear her side of the story.
I feel like I'm not being received as good as I thought I would be here.
Maria essentially says that this drama is baseless and that she's confused that anyone would even target her.
you're confused, which is then making me more confused.
I know.
And
I know.
I don't know.
I have a proposition. Polygraph testing. Anytime this type of drama comes up, we need a polygraph test. Oh my god, but she's giddy. She is so smug about it.
No one wants to be the one to bring a pool party to a close.
Trust me, these girls wanted it to be over. They're like, so I know you guys are all having a blast. Please get us out of here. The water's been absolutely still the whole time. There's algae growing on the surface. Now that all of the girls are together, Sydney decides to address the group.
I feel really good about my conversation. I've been attacked and I think Joey had a lot of unanswered questions and I just wanted to give him answers.
I feel really good about throwing you under the bus, Maria. I had such a great conversation about you being a bully.
I've tried to squash the situation with Maria.
I'm trying to squash it by bringing it up time and time again.
He was really confused when him and I talked, so I don't think you gave him any answers as well as not giving me any answers.
This is where we have manipulation, guys.
What? So everybody in the room, that was manipulation. What she just said. Edwina was trying so hard not to laugh right there. We need somebody to at least stand up for Maria, right?
You may say I'm a dreamer.
It's time for the rose ceremony, and a lot of the girls are anxious because they didn't get any time to talk to Joey because of Sydney and Maria's drama.
Lexi, will you accept this rose?
Yes.
He always asks them, will you accept this rose, and not, can I call you Rose? The girls who receive roses are Lexi, Kelsey T, Rachel, Medina, Leia, Jess, Autumn, Edwina, Allison, Maria, and Sydney. Looking here at my data, I've noticed that every girl whose tennis serve was under 10 miles an hour has been dropped. Sydney sets some positive intentions for the next episode.
Coming into next week, I'm gonna put my energy into what matters.
And that's taking Maria down.
I'm not gonna let the mean girl win. And I'm the only one that isn't afraid of her.
So that was the end of the episode. I can't wait to see what we have in store next week. Thanks for watching.